is going on, dearies? Brigid here, and yeah, this is gonna be a rather a different kind of video from what y'all are used to. So today I will be doing something that I haven't done in like years. Well, actually, never done before. So later today at around 2 p.m. my real mom Jennifer is coming over here to visit, and I haven't seen her since I was, well, almost 3 years old. So it's been 23 years since I last saw her. So yeah, later today I will be, well, recording this for you guys, and so that y'all can meet her for the very first time, and well, she can fully explain the story while she is here. And yeah, so during the time that she's here, one of the staff of this house is gonna be here, so I hope they don't mind being on camera. Well, at least I will try to like blur out their faces, because I've seen lots of other YouTubers do that. So yeah, I will try to blur out their faces if I can. So yeah. So yeah, I will get back to you guys once she is here. Say that she would be here in about a half an hour, so it's been past that right now, I think, and yeah, so while I'm waiting, so this, guys, is something that I've been planning for a while, but I just didn't have, like, the confidence to do it. But right now, this is, like, the perfect time for me to actually, like, get back together with her, because, well, as I said before in the beginning, I haven't seen her since I was, well, 3 years old. Well, almost 3 years old. And yeah, it's a long story, of which I will have her tell the story, you know? This is crazy. Like, this is something that I've waited so long for. Like, y'all have no idea how long I've waited to actually see this day. Like, this is something that is gonna change my life forever. Well, not exactly. It'll change my life. So yeah, I think y'all already get what I'm gonna hear. So yeah, it's in. So as y'all can probably hear, we do have some other people over, but they are from the house across the street, which I'm not gonna give the address, but I'm gonna just say this: they are a rambunctious bunch. which by the time that they see this video, they're probably gonna be like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?" Well, this family doesn't really mean anything offensive, but I'm just saying they're a bit crazy. Let's say that. Well, one of them is crazy, and the other ones are just plain chill. So yeah. She did say that she's gonna be here for, well, in about half an hour. So yeah, I will get back to you guys when she is here. She's here. Oh my God. It's been so long. Oh my God. Oh my God, it has been so long. So guys, so here she is. Yep. God, it's been 23 years since we last saw each other, huh? Oh my, it's been so... Oh my god. Okay guys, so, yeah, so this is my real mom Jennifer, which I haven't seen her since I was like, what,
2.
3? Wow.
Since you were 2.
So I see that she has brought some pictures here.
Yeah.
So how old was I in the majority of these pictures?
From the time you were newborn until you were about 2.5.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go through them. I'll explain to you.
Oh my god.
I was...
Wow.
19.
Come on, focus. Whatever. Okay. Wow. This is insane.
And you know who looks like you in that picture is your brother Colin, who's 22.
Oh yeah, guys. I have 2 brothers now. Which are Colin and Miles. So Miles has his own girlfriend, right? And he's living with her?
No, he lives with me.
Oh, right.
Miles is the youngest. Miles is 17.
So Colin, on the other hand, is living on his own.
Fiance and the 2 kids.
Yep. Oh my god. Wow.
That was your first Halloween.
Yeah, guys.
That was when you were baptized.
Wait, when was I baptized?
March. Maybe you were about 2 months old or so.
God.
Now, you never got to meet them. This is Karen's parents, Philip and Audrey Conley. Those are your great-grandparents. Audrey died, I don't know what year she passed away.
I thought I met her, didn't I? Or do I not remember?
You probably don't remember, because she died of some, I don't know if it was cancer or something else, but your great-grandfather committed suicide.
Oh yeah, that's right. He committed suicide on the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Karen told me about that.
And I found out in the newspaper.
So, did he commit suicide because he was so, he was in such financial debt that it made him depressed?
No, he was depressed because, he lost his wife of, 40, 50 years.
Oh.
That was all he knew.
Wow.
Now, this is Jeremy.
Jeremy.
This is my ex-husband.
Ah.
This was, up until this point, this was the only father figure he had.
So at the time?
At the time, because I met Jeremy when you were about a month old. And that's when me and your dad were having a lot of problems. Your father was, he was taking some diet pills called Dexatrin, which they don't sell anymore.
So...
and that altered his mental...
So that clouded his judgment, right? Mm-hmm. Like it made him go crazy?
He started hitting me.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And that's where the shaken baby came in with you.
No kid should ever have to go through that. Like, no kid at all should ever have to go through that at all.
Nope. Now...
so does it say what date?
June of 99.
Wow.
90... I don't have my glasses. 98.
Yeah,
this
it says
is
1998.
your grandfather, David Pafford. He passed away May 24th of 2013 of lung cancer.
I don't think I remember that.
No, he...
or was I never told that before?
Probably not. It's unfortunate the way the events happened around you. I wasn't conforming to Karen's way of living. When she found out I was pregnant with you, she told me to get an abortion.
So she was pregnant at age 17, right?
That's a picture of me. Yes, I found out I was pregnant the day of my 18th birthday.
Oh my God.
That's Jeremy.
Wow.
That's when you were a teeny baby. That was in mine and your dad's apartment, but I kicked your dad out because, like I said, he started hitting me. And I was not gonna let that happen. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you were about 2.5 there.
God. So this is all history. Wow, the quality of this one is terrible.
Yeah, it is. I didn't use the flash.
So this is on the back porch, right? The old house?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now some of these, I don't really, oh my God.
You're not going to remember these because you were this was just about the time that you stopped talking. And this is when, obviously before we knew what autism was, this was around the time that you were showing signs.
So that's when I was showing signs of autism for the first time, right? Mm-hmm. So what she's meaning is that apparently during that time, I quit talking because, well, apparently that's when so is that normally the first sign? Well, the first time the kids start showing autism?
Yes. Some kids don't show it until they're older, like Miles. Miles is autistic. But he really didn't show signs or anything until he was in middle school. Until we really started to notice changes in his personality, his behavior.
So just everything.
Mm-hmm. You were pretty more prominent. You were, here I have it marked, 15 months old, May of 99.
Yeah, that's how old I was, guys. So, yeah, so all this is history. Like pure history
you
of
Jeremy.
My life.
You loved Jeremy.
So is he still alive or is he gone?
No, he's alive. He's my ex-husband.
So how old is he now?
He is, I'm going to be 44. He just turned 43 in December.
He's 1 year younger than you?
6 months. I'm
1 year
I'm
and
June
6 months older.
And he's December of 79. And look at that little face. God, look how little you were. You had such chubby cheeks.
Yep, apparently I had chubby cheeks there.
Now, here's a picture of the three of us. Me, your dad, and you. When you were born.
Yep, so that's me, guys, right there when I was born. So, March 1998.
That's when I printed it, because you were born February 28th.
So not during a leap year, right?
No, you were born on Aunt Jan's birthday.
Oh yeah, so Aunt Jan and I have the same birthday. I keep forgetting that. So there's me, guys. God.
You were so cute. You were such a happy baby.
And I still am. Well, according to my girlfriend, which Jessica, by the way, Jessica, well, if you're watching this, you are learning way more about me than you ever have before. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. So, was this my first time in North Carolina?
I don't know. I was given that. I forget who gave that to me. But there's Karen. Sorry, Rick's head got cut off there.
Yeah, Pa is a tall guy.
Baptized. Yeah.
Yeah, Pa's like 6'2". God.
And here's at your baby shower,
So, is that Aunt Kristen?
Yeah.
I knew it from her face. Like, her face is so distinct. Oh my God.
Yeah, you were just a tiny... You were born at... I think just after 10 o'clock. You were 6 pounds, 7 ounces. You were the same weight I was when I was born.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Aw, this one I remember. I think Pa had another copy of these, didn't he?
Oh,
this one?
I have no idea. I don't remember how I got all these pictures, these specific ones. Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese.
So first time I went there.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Now, I hate animatronics, so I don't think you're familiar with the game franchise Five Nights at Freddy's, with the animatronics coming to life. So Five Nights at Freddy's was actually first brought to my attention by an old friend of mine, Seth Pertz, which I don't think you remember him, but he and I first met back in first grade, and well, he talked me into playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and those animatronics scared the hell out of me. Yeah, this one I remember. When I was on the merry-go-round. Or was this on a merry-go-round? This one?
No, it's some kind of
park or something?
Yeah. There's you and Uncle Philip. Have you ever met him?
Yeah, but I haven't seen him in a long time, so...
Neither have I.
Yeah, so this is Uncle Philip, but, I'm not gonna say what he is, but let's just say
he's mentally challenged.
Yeah, not going to say the R word, because, well, that's... Well, that's gonna get me, well, striked, which, by the way, so last year, I did get a, well, 2 or so week strike, because, well, I violated something from, well, YouTube's terms of service, so, not going to say the R word, because, well, that's gonna get me it again.
That's just a bad word.
Yeah.
You know, you were such a happy, you were so chubby.
Wait, was I really that chubby?
Can't show these pictures. They're naked baby pictures, you can't show them.
Yeah, obviously, because, yeah, YouTube is against that. Aw.
I know.
Guys, this is insane. Like, this is all history that y'all are seeing here. And, there's another picture of me, Karen, and, well, Rick. And, well, as you can see, Rick is really tall, so he's kind of out of it. And, so here's an element of me, of which... So this ain't Kenny, right?
Yep.
So, back at the yacht club, but it doesn't say what year this was.
It was probably 98.
So, was that the time when Pa had the Aqua Harley?
Probably. Here's you. This was, Jeremy's homecoming, because Jeremy was still in high school when I met him.
So, how old was he when he was in high school? Do you remember?
When I met him, he just turned 18.
Wow.
Yeah, because remember, we're 6 months apart.
Okay, so can you explain this?
You were very colicky. So you always had a lot of upset stomach problems. So you would cry and cry and cry insistently with no relief. So that's called swaddling. And what that does, it almost mimics how you were in the womb, how you were nice and tight. And they say babies who are swaddled tend to, be calm.
But that's not always the case.
That's not always the case, but for the most part, you did like to be swaddled. You did like to have that cocoon.
So is that still a thing that, well, that's common in kids nowadays?
Yeah. Here's me when I was pregnant with you.
Wow, that's her when she was pregnant. So
back. Like a beached whale. I did. When I got pregnant with you, I was 97 pounds. And then when I had you, what I weigh now is what I weighed when I had you.
Wow.
So like 155.
Well, I currently weigh about 118 pounds, so I've gained quite a lot of weight, but...
You're built like me then.
The most that I've ever weighed was around 121 pounds, so that was the most that I've ever weighed.
Well, then you take after me. You don't take after your father.
That's... Oh god, this is adorable.
So tiny.
That? Not that.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Aw.
Yeah.
So what costume was this that I was wearing?
You were just wearing like a jacket and a hat. And like, a little short outfit in there. So
what was I supposed to be in this? Like some kind of tourist or something?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Oh my god.
But yeah. A little carrier, we could take you around the apartment that we lived in.
So you don't have this carrier anymore, do you?
Obviously not. No.
Wow, you have changed so much.
Yeah.
God.
That's what age does to you. Here's you and Aunt Jackie.
Yeah, so Aunt Jackie here, guys, died back So didn't Aunt Jackie die back in like 2006 or 2007? From hair loss, right?
No, she had cancer.
Which was from smoking, right?
I thought it was brain cancer. I don't remember. No, it had to have been like maybe 2001, 2002, because Colin was just a baby. Because Colin was born December of 2000, December 16th of 2000.
So Colin never met it. He never met Aunt Jackie, did he?
I wouldn't allow my boys to meet anybody in the family.
Guys,
just due to the
look how cute I am in this.
Toxicity. And there's you and Audrey, your great grandmother.
So how old was she when she died? Like in her 70s, 80s?
Probably her 80s.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how old was I when she died again?
I don't remember. You'd have to ask Candy.
Well, yep, so there's Grandma Audrey, guys. And
that's me probably just a little bit after I had you.
So
the dates on the back here. This was printed November of 98, or May of 98. So yeah, you were just a couple months old. Yeah.
Wow. This swing.
You loved that thing. You absolutely loved that.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite swings of all time. Well, not really of all time, but oh my god.
Yeah, you and Rick. Yep.
This is insane. So Aunt Kenny and Uncle Jason, right?
Are your godparents?
Well, fairy godparents, right?
No, they're your godparents. When you were baptized, they are your godparents. Which I should have brought your baby book.
So, what exactly is a godparent? Just in case they don't know.
A godparent is someone you choose to, if you pass away, to keep the religion, the relationship with God. So that is who your mentor for church.
So we're all Catholics, right? Just like how Karen was?
I denounce myself Catholic. Catholic Church is hypocrite.
Oh,
I know, you were so freaking cute.
Oh my god, look at that little face of mine.
Now, do you know who that is?
Her face does look that familiar.
That's Nikki. That was Candy's best friend. And
so where's she been?
Now. I actually ran into her sister. Her sister came into my doctor's office. She's still around. I just don't,
So you don't talk to her anymore?
She wasn't my friend. She was Candy's best friend. But.
So how old was I in this?
You were just a baby.
God. So this is Karen, right? When she was
Karen.
younger? God. This is all history that y'all are seeing. So was this me in the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
So here it was, guys.
Can't show a lot of those pictures because you're not dressed.
Yeah, I did not want to get struck again.
Right here, you look a lot like your dad. What your dad looked like as a baby. Like you look a lot like me.
I can kind of see the resemblances.
Yeah, I want to find. I have baby pictures of myself.
And you have them saved on your phone?
Mm-hmm. This is my favorite picture of me and you.
Oh.
I was 19. I just turned 19.
That.
I was.
Wow.
Let me see. Now I'm adopted. I didn't know my biological family.
You were adopted too, like me?
You weren't legally adopted, but that's okay. We'll go into that another time. Thanks. I'm going to go into my other account here.
Wait, you have two accounts on
Well, because I
Facebook?
have two different.
Whoa!
I have two different Gmails that all my pictures are connected to. I gotta find them. I know they're in here. I reference them a lot. That's a good picture of me and your dad. Or no, me and Jeremy. I'm sorry, that's not your father. You are not the father.
I think I can make out what it says here. The silly green lies with a blue something and a yellow tail on these little pants here.
I have no idea.
So I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah. And apparently I was a little bit lazy as well, wasn't I?
You were just a baby, so that's all you ever did.
Yeah, apparently back when I was a baby, I was, well, just...
You were a good baby. You were colicky, but you were a good baby. You were never sick. You never had, ear infections and, Miles, your younger brother is the one that had all the problems, the ear infections, and he had pneumonia and RSV when he was a baby. He had to go to Rainbows, all that fun stuff.
What? Wait, what? He had pneumonia?
He had pneumonia at 3 months. He had to be hospitalized.
So how long was he in the hospital for?
2 days.
Wow, that's not bad. Like, that's quick.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta love healthcare.
That's me.
Yep, so this guy's her back when she was a baby. And to be honest, she still kind of does have those same features, to be honest.
Yeah, there's,
So here's Aunt Danielle.
Yeah.
So I've not seen Aunt Danielle here since, well, I think since the Memories of Life celebration, like last year or so, was the last time I saw her. So this is Uncle Bobby, right?
Yeah. I was friends with him on Facebook. He actually came into my doctor's office.
This guy, I've not seen in like years.
And you won't. And that's, nothing with you. Yeah.
So was this another one of my favorite swings? Or was this...
Yeah, no, that was, you like that song.
Oh my god. Wow. This is crazy. Oh my... I love that dress. Oh my god.
That's Candy.
Guys, that dress is gorgeous. Oh my god. And Danielle and
Mitchell.
Wait, they were together at one point?
Yeah, this was your baptism, so the whole family was together. And there's you and Nikki. There's a good picture of you and her.
So, I don't think I remember Nikki, do I?
Probably not.
Oh my god, those clothes.
That was, the little suit that you had to wear.
For the baptism?
Mm-hmm. This is one of these pictures here are the last time I saw you.
Wow, so was I 3 months old in this?
You were almost 2. Yeah, these were at the new house on Barrington.
Well, all this poison ivy, well,
that's
or
just
is
ivy.
that poison?
It's just called ivy. It's a vine.
So it's not poison ivy.
Mm-hmm.
So like ivy and poison ivy are two completely different things. So, okay, so all this wood is now gone, and now it's all like rock and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mind you, I haven't been there.
Yeah, my dad has made a lot of changes to both the outside and the inside of the house as well. So like he's been doing that for a while.
There's you and your father. A couple pictures of you.
Oh my god. So
I see very little of you and him. I see you more in me.
So what you're saying is that I don't really look much like him, right?
No, all 3 of you boys look more like me than you do your dad. Either one of your dads. Yeah.
God, this is insane, guys. Like, this is all history that y'all are seeing here. Like, this is insane. Like, oh my.
You see how different.
So how different I got from back then?
How different. I only know that's me because of the the picture. It doesn't look like.
And you also wore glasses, didn't you?
Yeah, I had LASIK surgery, so I had corrective.
So 20/20 vision, right?
Not anymore. I should be wearing glasses, but I don't.
So how was I in this?
I don't know. That's when you were down in North Carolina.
So for the first time, or
I don't know. That's stuff you would have to ask.
Oh my
everybody
God.
else.
Wow. So in the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Right when I had you.
Oh my God.
I still have the beanie, the bracelets that we had.
So from memories?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I save everything. I don't throw nothing away. Which is one thing your brother absolutely hates, because I'm a pack rat. But I should have brought your baby book. We'll have to
Why not a pack mule? Because wouldn't a pack mule make sense? Wait, pack mules carry a lot more than, just...
Well, pack rat is somebody who has...
So many pictures?
Boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff.
So just boxes of literally, like, everything and anything?
I used to be that way.
And to be honest, you kind of still are, considering how many of those you brought.
Well, these are all the pictures I have of you. This is all I have to show that I had you, that you were my son. And your baby book. Your baby book, I have your baptism certificate in there.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a lot. I
So
also have all the court documents.
So you oh wait, okay, so the whole court thing, could you tell me everything that happened there, because I haven't been told.
Called welfare on me probably when you were 4 months old, 5 months old. I don't know why. Like I said, your father started getting very abusive, and he admitted to court that he shook you.
So that nearly gave me brain damage, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I have brain damage, but to be honest,
it showed that none of that was my fault. I didn't know your father couldn't handle you crying. He couldn't handle you, just being a cranky baby. Karen never told you about the fire, did she? There was, I left to go shopping or whatever. I come home, you're out on the back porch in your carrier. Your father is freaking out because he fell asleep boiling the bottles to sterilize them, and it caught the kitchen on fire.
What the hell? How long ago was this?
You were probably like 2 months, 3 months maybe.
So that was back in
that was in 98.
So April, May of 98?
Yeah.
So how bad was the damage?
Took up quite a bit of the kitchen. Because the kitchen, it was really little. It was, it was a small 1-bedroom apartment that we lived in. So, but, your
So
father
carry
just
on.
couldn't handle you.
So, is it true that... So, based on what I remember from what I was told during my 18th birthday, was it true that whenever... whenever I was crying, did they, turn on a vacuum, and then they, put it in the room, and then that didn't work, so, he put me outside? Is that true?
No. We ran the vacuum cleaner because it's called white noise. Do you like to listen to the rain before you go to sleep, or a thunderstorm? Is that calming?
I just listen to ASMR, if you're familiar with that.
Yes, so things like that, it's relaxing. To a baby, a vacuum cleaner is being such a monotonous noise. It's not like, a high frequency or a real low frequency. It's a very monotone noise. They say that helps calm a baby.
But that didn't work with me.
It did work with you. You loved the vacuum cleaner. Because as soon as I had you, I went home and was cleaning, using the vacuum cleaner, my hair dryer, making natural everyday noises. So you'd be used to it. I could dry my hair while you're sleeping and you wouldn't wake up because it'd be a noise you're used to. I did that with the other two boys too, so they can sleep through anything.
So carry on with the whole core thing, because we kind of went off a little bit with that. So
I got married to your dad August of '97.
So Joshua, right?
Yes, Josh. Around the time, I'd say May, was when it got really, really bad. And I kicked him out. Now, his grandparents paid for our apartment. They paid our rent. So Josh really didn't work. He worked here and there. I didn't have a driver's license.
At the time?
At the time. I didn't get it until I was 21. Karen was very, very, very involved from day one. I never really had a chance to be a mom because she always just stepped in.
So she always intervened and ruined everything.
Pretty much, yeah. I never had a chance to be a mom. I was immature. I was 18.
Well, that's to be expected for people who turn 18.
And instead of, encouraging me and helping me, it was just take the baby. And me being naive, thinking that's my mom, she's just trying to help. No, that was her way of taking control.
So she was extremely overprotective. And
she wasn't overprotective. She was controlling.
So way too dominant.
Here's the thing I don't think you know. When I lost my apartment that me and you were living in, I moved in with Kristen for a little while. In November of '98, me and Kristen got into a huge fight because Karen wanted me to go work for her, but I wanted to stay home and be with you. So I don't remember if Kristen told me to get out or if I just left. I don't remember those details. But I was homeless for a year. And while I was homeless, Karen was taking my food stamps.
So Karen stole from you?
She knew I was homeless. I was homeless for a year.
So Karen took advantage of your homelessness and just ruined your life from there?
From there, yeah. She refused to let me live with her, to take care of you, and to work for her for free. I would like to know why things were that way, but then again,
you don't really care anymore?
I don't care anymore. It didn't define how I lived my life. I've made a lot of mistakes.
So too many for you to count?
I was in denial that I was bipolar for a long time. And then, some things happened and I finally came to terms with it. And ever since then, it's been easier, when you admit. But I was never treated the same as Candy, Danielle, or Kristen.
Or any of the others at all?
Any of them. I was the black sheep. Some family things went on, and I never, I want to say I never got the help I needed. Karen was so quick to put me on medications instead of trying to figure out what the problem is. I was hospitalized 3 times for behavioral issues.
That were beyond your control?
That was beyond my control. The first time I think I was almost 9, and then 11, and then 13. 11 and 13 I was in Norwood. And it was just pumping me full of medications that just...
Which didn't really help at all. Like, it just made you worse.
No, medications are not the answer.
Yeah.
When I was 13.
Do not do drugs.
Yeah, don't. When I was 13, Karen and Rick went out, and Karen was drinking then.
She was an alcoholic?
Yeah, she was. And I'm sure if any Candy, Danielle, or whoever sees this, they can deny it, but I'm the one that got the beatings, not them. I would get the belt.
What the hell?
But there was an incident where Karen came home and I beat the living hell out of Candy and Danielle, and Jason kind of encouraged it.
What?
Thought it was funny, and she called my dad and said, "Come and get her. I can't take it anymore."
So that was the last straw for Karen.
From the time I was 13 and a half to 18, I lived with my dad. And those were some of the best years of my childhood.
So basically you kind of got, so I guess revenge on them, somewhat?
No. I had the support I needed. It wasn't just about medications and therapy. No, it was support. Not to say that my dad, and my stepmom, Kim, we had our problems, but in general, from the time I was 13 to 17, those were my best years of childhood.
So they still are to this day, to date?
Mm-hmm.
So
my childhood. Now my adult, I'd say my life has been very tumultuous. It's been very, very crazy.
So kind of a double-edged sword? Like things have been going bad and good and everywhere in between?
Yeah, it's like everything goes good for a while and then something happens and things just go to shit. I don't have a very good relationship with Colin, and that is because of his grandmother, my ex-mother-in-law.
Which I don't think I met her, have I?
No, you will never meet them. You will never meet her. She has no relation to you. And that's fine. I'm protecting all my kids, all of them, from the toxic people that have been in my life. I do my best to not involve them.
So does it also include me, even though you haven't seen me in so long?
Mm-hmm. Because the person's not going to enhance your life in any way. They're not going to, it's not going to be beneficial to you to meet, Jeremy, his mom, his sister, that part of, my past. Miles wasn't ready to see you.
Yet, at the time?
Yet, now, because he's out hiking with his girlfriend and her family. I wanted him to come, but he said not yet. They've known about you since as far back as they could remember, so you were never a secret. Anytime I talk to people, I have 3 boys, 25, 22, 17. Then they start asking where you are, and I kind of explain, with your level of autism, I couldn't take care of you. That's the end of the conversation, because it's nobody's business. But I never had the chance to be your mom, which is a regret that I have, that I didn't push further, but I didn't have the support of people who actually genuinely cared about me to fight for you. So, Karen got a lawyer who went through the courts. I lost custody of you in the court documents, and I think I've shown them to you. I, took pictures and sent them to you. Never once did it say that my parental rights were terminated. Karen always had temporary custody of you. She never adopted you. If she did, I never got the proof. So from the time you were 2 to 18 till you graduated high school, she only had temporary custody of you.
So what do you mean by that? Like temporary custody?
I could have gone back to court and gotten custody of you.
But you didn't.
By the time that I was financially and stable in my life to do it, you were 7. And it was kind of too late. I did not want to interrupt what you had. You know, you were, from what, you know, people have told me, you were in a good place. I didn't want to do anything to disrupt where you were in that point of your life. That wouldn't have been fair. So, that was hard. But I'm really good at finding things out, so I've been on Facebook and, you know, I've caught drifts here and there of, you know, how you were doing. So I've always known you were doing okay.
Wait, so does this mean that you're kind of spying on me that whole time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's how you have known about me this whole time, since my 18th birthday. But now, here's my biggest question. What type of autism do I actually have? That's been bugging me for so long.
I believe you were Asperger's. So you were a very high functioning autism, but some of your incapabilities, just understanding cues, socialization, communication.
So is that what Asperger's is? Or is that another form of it?
It's another form. There's so much, there's this, that's why they call it the spectrum. Because there's very minor case, like your brother, like Miles. He has trouble with communication, things, textures, certain foods. He won't eat meat, he won't eat bacon, he won't eat eggs.
So he just eats junk food?
He eats macaroni and cheese, pizza, spaghetti, chicken nuggets, chicken fingers. He loves fruit, chips.
Just all that stuff?
Yeah, he does. He can't bite into a banana, that texture. He can't.
Oh, so it just feels weird in his teeth.
Yeah, his mouth. He doesn't use lotion. He can't.
You can't stand the slimy feeling?
He can't put products in his hair because of that everything's that touch.
It just makes him uncomfortable.
Yeah. It gives him, you know, the heebie-jeebies.
So is there any other type of autism?
The other side of autism.
So the complete opposite?
Yeah. So your part, from what I've understood with you being in school, now you know Autumn. You know Colin's fiance. She was your student teacher at Reunited, named Autumn Madda.
I don't think I remember her.
Well, she was your student teacher at Reunited. So there's another part where I kind of knew what was up.
So what grade was I in at the time?
6th grade, I believe. 6th or 7th.
Man. So what else has been happening since, well, actually, what was going on with you before I turned 18? So
with me?
Yeah, as best as I can, as best as you can remember.
So 18, how old was I?
So you were probably in your late 30s or something like that, or maybe in your mid to late 30s.
I'm going to be 44.
So maybe in your early 30s then, or something like that.
I was in my mid 30s.
Wow.
I was with Jeremy from
Still?
May of 98 to March of 2014.
Wow.
We got married in 2007, officially divorced in 2015, but I left him March of 14. When your grandfather passed away, you know, mind you, I've never lost anybody close to me. So my dad, my hero, my person.
And your idol?
Yeah, I learned a lot from him. You know, how to take care of myself, be independent. I don't need a man to fix anything in the house. You know, I can put up drywall.
And you do not need a man to control you.
No. But I allowed Jeremy to do that for a long, long time.
So when did it get to the point of where it got too much and, well, the divorce happened?
when your grandfather passed away, I was devastated, heartbroken, beyond words.
So who was my grandfather? Grandpa Davidson?
No,
wait.
David, my father, David Pafford. David and Jason's real dad.
Oh. So they haven't seen him, well, since they were adopted, apparently.
Karen adopted David and Jason. David and Jason, Rip never adopted them. They were his stepkids. David and Jason, I couldn't tell you the last time they talked to her. I don't know. That's a whole nother family drama that I have nothing to do with. The last time I saw David and Jason was at our dad's memorial. He was cremated and we were at the house in Madison, actually. It was over off of Lake Road. Jeremy was not supportive when I called him and crying uncontrollably that my dad passed away. He refused to come with me to the memorial.
God, so that's how...
Because he didn't want to be with my family. And
So at all?
Mm-mm. So that was the last straw.
What?
Not, he's had family members pass away, his grandfather, his uncle, and whatever. And I was there for him, the whole thing. And he couldn't do that for me. So that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I've never heard of that term. The straw that broke the camel's back. I've never heard of that. That's goofy.
Just like a final I'm done. Is
So
what
just-
that means. I was shortly after that when I got home from the memorial. I was in bed. I was upset. My dad just died.
So
he
you
came
were
in the
very,
room.
very close with him.
Mm-hmm. And Jeremy came into the room and said, "What's for dinner? I'm just going to get up and take care of the kids." And it's like, my dad just died. We just had his service. Can I have
Some
time
time.
to process? No.
So Jeremy didn't give you that time at all.
No. Mm-mm. So I was done.
So that's when the divorce happened?
I planned. From then, I got my own bank account, started saving money, and by March of the following year, I had enough money to rent my own apartment.
And that's when you're still living in?
Not now, no. I've been where I'm at now for almost 7 years. The one I lived in Painesville, I was there for 2.5 years, and then I moved out to Fairport.
And so you've been living in Fairport for 7 years now.
September will be 7 years.
So that's just down the coast from the lake, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it only took me about 25 minutes to get here. I don't want to say I grew up because I was only living here for a few years, in Dorchester off a lake. So it's just on the other side of Bennett. So you take Lake Road and you'll drive right by our old house.
So how do you know about this place?
I had friends from high school live out in this area.
Oh, so that's...
They didn't live here, but they, Madison, a lot of my friends lived in Madison on the lake.
So that's kind of what this is, right?
It's Madison.
Even though someone a quarter mile away from the lake, because, well, it's just down the road from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
this is crazy.
I used to ride my bike everywhere.
So this is back when you were younger, right?
Mm-hmm. When I was 15, 16.
This is insane. This is something that I've been planning for the longest time. You guys have no idea how long I've been planning for this. So now y'all know, well, my story. So this is probably going to take me a long time to edit. But, so I'm currently at 783 subscribers. So I'm slowly getting close to 1,000. So I'm hoping to hit 1,000 by the end of this year, if not.
I hope so. I want, I want you to know I had my faults.
Well, so have I.
I could have done better. I should have done better. Those are the regrets that I have to myself. I'm hard on myself about it. But like I said, by the time I was able to financially get my shit together, it was too late for me to intervene with
So
you.
too little, too late.
Yeah.
So it was that bad at the time?
Up until that time, I could, yeah. I was homeless. I was working 2 jobs. Just trying to get my life together.
And now you have.
And now I have. Now where I'm at now, I'm in a really good space in my life. I work. Miles lives with me. He's going to be in 12th grade.
What?
Yeah, he'll be a senior next year.
So he's 17, right?
Mm-hmm. Miles, now here's your birthdays. You're February 28th, 98. Colin is December 16th of 2000. Miles is December 25th of 2005. So Miles and Colin are 5 years, 9 days apart.
So whose birthday is coming up out of those other 2?
The next one would be Colin. He'll be 23. My birthday's June 23rd. I will be 44.
Wow.
Never thought I'd live to see it.
Well, yet here you are today. So, is there anything like some words of advice that you would like to, give to the people here before you head back out home?
You know what? There's a lot.
So any really, really good ones to help, spread motivation? Because this is the reason of why I'm doing YouTube for these past 6 years, to make people happy. So basically, give your best, give your best advice for all these amazing people here who watch my videos.
The advice that I live by. Don't give up.
So
I've been at the edge plenty of times to where I feel like, what do I have? I don't have any family. I have you, Colin, and Miles, and Kim, my stepmom. You're the only family I have. My dad's gone. I don't have a relationship with anybody, I'm Karen.
Or Rick or anyone?
No. And that's my choice because the toxicity was very heavy.
So it was through the roof?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The feeling of not belonging was as far back as I could remember. So it's just not giving up, finding that one thing that
keeps you going?
That keeps you going.
And that's me.
The boys. I have, all 3 of my boys, my 2 grandbabies. Yeah, you're an uncle. You're an uncle.
Wow.
2-year-old Vinny and 3-month-old Kinsley. And then I think about, if something does happen to me, who's it going to affect the most?
It's definitely going to be me.
This is my ex-husband. So, don't mind me. Yeah. Jay. Okay, well, I guess he doesn't want to talk to me, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have a very good relationship.
So not anymore?
No. That it took me a long time to
process it all?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm visiting with AJ. Why? Why? What's wrong? Okay, well, give me a little bit and I'll call you back. He's hiking at Indian Point with her family, yeah. I'll call you back. Bye. He wants to talk about him and Miles their relationship is very tumultuous right now.
So, not that good, in other words?
No. Jeremy's relationship with his two kids are not the greatest.
So, it's kind of a double-edged sword, but it's now leaning towards the better side of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's just he's trying to force a relationship that is damaged. Damaged relationship, you can't keep forcing.
So, you can't be so dominant towards your partner.
No, it's not your partner, it's your children. You cannot force your children to have a relationship with you. Miles moved in with me in October due to some family drama with his dad, and that has nothing to do with me. But it was an unhealthy situation for Miles, so that's why he came to live with me. Why I never had custody of Miles and Colin, because I'm sure people are going to ask. When I left their dad, like I said, I had no family. I had nobody to turn to. So in order for me to leave, I had to leave on my own. I had no way of taking the boys to school. I had nobody to take them, to and from school. I didn't have that. So I had to do, at that moment, what was best for me. Because mentally, I was in a really bad spot. Because I was leaving something I'd known for almost 20 years. We were together for a long time. 17, almost 18 years.
Oh my God.
And
wow.
It was just, I got so comfortable in the relationship that I didn't notice how I was losing myself. My life was centered around, not just the kids, but his family and his family needs and
just all that jazz?
Yeah, you can't lose yourself. You can't, because then you're going to get to a point and ask yourself, how did I get here? You can't do that. I mean, don't give up on yourself, but also don't lose yourself in a relationship. If you want a relationship, great, but try to be a unionship instead of a one-man show. Have both of you come together and communicate and talk and be honest with each other about what you want out of the relationship. And if you can't come to terms with that, if you can't come to an agreement or
then your relationship's gonna fall apart.
It's gonna fail.
Well, thankfully, me and Jessica have been doing that for about 2-ish years now, and she has been an absolute lifesaver for me. And she is like the best girl that I've ever met. So none of my other girlfriends, so much I've had 2 or 3 others, they were not like her. So to me, Jessica is a godsend. And
well, that's what's important. If you're happy, then I'm happy for you. Who am I to tell you any different?
You aren't.
No. All I can do is give you my opinion, and that's it. But if you're happy, then I'm happy.
Yes, so this is gonna be one long crazy video, but I still can't believe that you're here after 23-ish years. That is insane. I am so happy that you are here. So this wraps it up for this video. So this video, guys, smash the hell out of that like button, and she is the reason of why I'm still here today. Well, besides Jessica, but But, so yeah, now you guys have a bit more of, knowledge of my story. So yeah, take care, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.